Hello everyone, and here we are to just September 2019, the winners and losers, my winners and losers. ABBV advances the lead with an 86% in profit. So let's go to the chart. And there it is. So I have now a stop in this area here, probably that line. That's what I do, I'll mark it up. So we're looking at the numbers. Let's go to the numbers. And here we are. So 86%, 237. Remember, this one does not owe us any money. That's pure profit. It cost us 274. So 274, and there we are with one contract. Okay, CBS. As we recall, CBS is a hard nut to crack. It owes us 2,736, but it's in $600, so that's cutting it down. Like I said before, if we can't take the whole, get the whole trade on, but at least get something toward that payoff, it gets it done. So here we are now, moving on to Tau. Tau owes us 442. It hit a high marker here. We'll see what happens on Monday. We are still in long defense, 546. So, oh, look at that. Look at that. I just realized Tau is in profit. If Tau gets stopped out, we move our stop up, and then we get stopped out in that above 442. And that would mean that would take another loser off the losers list and move it to the winner's circle. Going on to T minus. Whoa, T minus finally, after all that jalopy that we had earlier this week. I mean, this is crazy. This is really, now we can't even move to chart to see. We have to go do the time frame, all this fun stuff over at Thinkorswim. Very annoying, but I'll find out. Okay, interesting here. We have a dragonfly, and it looks like it's a green dragonfly, so there's potential that this just might be moving up more. It owes us 478, and we're at 213, so we're $245 out. Okay, in the negatives, in the back zone or backfield, we have XLV, which is the ETF for healthcare. It owes us $410. Now, this is the low-hanging fruit trade. What did that mean? Well, it means that, and you also see, look here, I'll explain that in a minute, but the low-hanging fruit means that I got into a trade called Life, and it went belly up. I put in $400, and now I'm working on this to return it. We're down $60 in the current trade, and 410 owing, so we need to get past 470 for a break even for XLV. Now, what does this mean? This means that when I went to the options at the end of day, the ask bid price was too wide. And what I mean by wide, it was like something ridiculous number, like 25%. In other words, it was if let's say that I don't remember the numbers, well, yeah, here we are. We got in at 273. That means that this thing before I got into this trade was something like $5 at the asking price and $250 on the lower price. That's like 50% difference. It's ridiculous. So I had to do this trade during day trading hours. So 6:30 in the morning, the market opened, and then by 7 a.m. the rush hour traffic settles down, and now we're going into some decent prices where the bid ask is under the threshold to be considered for a serious trade. Now going on to Quad, and Quad owes us 418, and it's down 858. Well, you know, that happens. There's our stop at 50% of the option cost. So we're looking for some, we're going to, you know, looking at the anticipation of the forecast is going to be a little bit brocky. It's going to be down. You can see this stochastics is sort of like a flat line. If it can flat line and push this back up, we can get into another profit zone and then look toward showing up our stop. That said, moving on now to Monster. Remember, Monster owed me $174. So I got in this trade to capture the 1784 and get Monster retired to the winner's circle. Well, it didn't. Fate didn't stay with me too long. So it's going through a jalopy pattern, the same thing as we saw over at T minus. So we'll see what happens. It's staying in the high zone in the stochastics, which is encouraging, and it's staying in the positive zone of the MACD. Yeah, I know you see the reds, and I'll have that. That's another whole other subject, which you're gonna have to, when I get the website constructed, I'll do a general talk about what that means. But moving on, not to burn any more time here, we have XLK. XLK owes us. And also, this is a low-hanging fruit. It owes 268, and we are in long defense here. We're at long defense on this XLK, and again, it's not looking healthy, but it's like I said, I've said in my earlier videos, you flow with the market, don't fight it. It's bigger, stronger, and more rich than I am, so we just go with the flow with the money. And going on to the Tigers, we have Dominion. Now, here's a cool part about Dominion. Dominion owes us $467. Yeah, 467, and it's already at 210, so we're $257 out from a break-even point. Now, Dominion also notices in the last 30 days of this option, so we have to keep the defense real tight because this can turn at any time. It's looking pretty healthy on the indicator side. We got a growing MACD. We have rising or flatlining on the stochastics in the high zone. So we just might be able to pull a few more dollars. But even if I don't get out with the 467, but I get out with something, that eats this away and reduces down to the low zone, which would then make it on my losers list into the low losers portion. I start at the bottom of the list. I'm going after low-hanging fruit. Okay, so now we go on and look at IYR. And IYR owes us 743, and again we have to do another time frame adjustment, and there we are. So 743 is owed. It's running profit of almost $200. So again, you know, we just chip away at those rocks until they become pebbles, and pebbles become profit, nuggets of gold, and then we just retire them to the winner's circle. Going on, our next person of interest is TLT. Now, TLT joined us just shortly. We had a nice little entry, and we are already pulling. That's $1.50. No, I'm sorry, wrong one. 47. But look at this. The Tigers are only owed 105. Recall that I had a previous trade in TLT and came out with a small profit, which cut this down to $105. So this puts us another $50 into our pocket. Well, 50 covers the 105 plus commissions. We'll end up with another winner and thus a retiree from the losers to the winner's circle. Going on, now we have SPY, and SPY is running here. Now, SPY owes us 308 at the winner's circle. I got my old data here. If you can decipher that, go for it, because I write some notes that really sometimes don't make any sense in my own mind. You know, what do you want to do? A scatterbrain the professor here. But the bottom line is that we're in the trade. We're down. It was up. It was up here, pretty nice, but it took this, and we're down here with a stop limit of 50% on the option. Coming on now, we're going to our last one here at Tigers, and Tigers here is look at this. Tigers is a WBA. We're looking at a positive move here. It's an inverted hammer, but it's an inverted hammer with a strong green body. And you can see that the stochastics is sort of flatlining. So that's a nice indication that we just might get some push out of this. And the Tigers are owed 169. So WBA recovers with 129, which would be somewhere in this zone, able to break through our our long barrier and get on the other side of the long barrier and into profit, we just might have another loser retiring to the winners circle. Well, that's it for September 20. Thank you very much for coming in and watching my videos and see the action on the options. The ultimate purpose is to let you know options are not scary and options are not expensive. What you do have to have is the right education for options. On the website, I'm going to put it under reconstruction. We're looking at hiring another team to clean this up and get some of those links activated. I know that some of you have gone to the site. I humbly apologize. I used to know my HTML pretty good back in the day, but now with all the stuff going on, plus at the same time, Miss Dr. Scatterbrain here has a lot of stuff on his plate. So that said, I'll be working on it, but I still kind of give out a shout out to Carrie Beth Steiner for helping me pick up the picture from Pixel. I got it up at Pixel, usworldwide.com. They have royalty-free pictures, and in respect, give the photographer their credit due. That's the way we pay them back for letting us use their stuff. So with that I thank you very much for coming to September 20, 2019, Winners and Losers.